Two of the four components of my assessment can be assessed by looking at the slides, whereas two others are assessed by my watching of teams during the data collection process and during the presentation itself. In other words, the collaborative worker grade I can come up with by reflecting on the team's work during the data collection process and the creation of the slideshow, and the effective communication is very much tied to the way in which students bring their ideas to the class during the presentation. The other two, skilled information processing and complex thinking, can be seen in the text of the slides themselves. For example, if we think about what does it mean to be a complex thinker, I think one thing that I would argue is that a complex thinker is someone who responds to challenges and figures out ways to keep moving forward. In this particular case, these students were faced with the challenge of measuring the energy, sound energy that was generated by a buzzer, and they went ahead and downloaded an iPad app on one of their devices in order to record decibels. As a follow-up to that, they needed to convert decibels into actual energy, and they found a converter utility on the web to help them do exactly that. So I would say that these are two examples of problems that were solved through some complex thinking. A skilled information processor, on the other hand, is someone who can take a vast amount of information and start to make some sense out of it. Here we can see the students organizing their data for their sound exploration for day one and for day two, and then sort of organizing that into some graphs that have a lot of positives to them. On the downside, however, this particular converter that is being shown in the slide here is actually the wrong converter for what they were trying to do, and some of the text in the slide here is completely irrelevant, and they were sort of conflating decibels for voltages with decibels of sound and so forth. So they got a little bit hung up there, and I would argue that they kind of revealed kind of a poor processing of information right here.